Yo, what's up, everybody? This is the one, the only Mark Spencer for the Soccer Review 09 edition, off season, as they would say. Well, folks, I got some breaking news. It looks like Michael Owen will be heading to one of the greatest football teams on planet Earth, Manchester United. It looks like Sir Alex Ferguson has taken an interest into Michael Owen. I'm absolutely shocked. I thought Hull City had this guy, no problem. Phil Brown would bring in Michael Owen, one of the great players in the 90s, no doubt about it. You know, when he was coming up with Liverpool, Michael Owen scored goals like it was going out of business. He was an amazing player. But in recent years, he hasn't been the same player when he first started out. He's had lots of injuries. But, in your career, in anybody's career, we all go through injuries. So, the way I look at it, folks, hey, that's what happens. He got lucky. He goes to one of the greatest teams in the history of football. He goes to Manchester United, the champions of the Premiership. And, when you go to the champions of the Premiership, you never mind, you go to one of the better teams in the world, you got to step it up. And I think Michael Owen's going to have to step it up to replace the shoes of Cristiano Ronaldo, one of their prodigies, World Player of the Year, so-and-so, etc., etc. But I think Michael Owen is still one of the greatest footballers in the world. He just needs to find his confidence. He needs to stay healthy. But playing with better players now like Wayne Rooney, Ryan Giggs, I think that's going to make him a better player. Manchester United just acquired Antonio Valencia from Wigan Athletic in a huge transfer, around £50 million. So I think that's a pretty positive move by this team. Well, Chelsea has just inked Daniel Sturridge from Manchester City. Big sign for Chelsea, no doubt about it. Let's take a look at some other news. Cooking on the books. Looks like Galatasaray, the Turkish team, looks like they're on the verge of signing Atletico Madrid goalkeeper Leo Franco. And they have some interest, and I think, they've signed two players. They've signed Lyon's Abdul Kader Kata. This guy's a famous, one of those great goal scorers that plays for Lyon. And with Leo Franco, he's an up-and-coming goalkeeper. He did pretty good for Atletico Madrid. I've seen him play a few times in the La Liga, and he's pretty good. There's no doubt about it. He is a good position type of goalkeeper, knows what he's doing out there. He goes out there, works hard. And I think that's what the Galatasaray manager is looking for a player that's willing to step it up all the time. So we'll see what happens. Not much other news. Colin Makaleli looks like he's going to continue to play. Has re-signed with Paris Saint-Germain, a new contract, so that's good. I see Claude still playing football. He's playing in the French League One for Paris Saint-Germain, one of my all-time favorite French teams. And I feel that Paris Saint-Germain, they had a great year last year. They finished second, and I think they're looking to win the whole thing maybe this year. Any other big names making the move? Well, there's talk that Andriy Shevchenko might be making the move to Dynamo Kiev with a possible coaching role after his career is done with the club. That's what the president of Dynamo Kiev is saying, Igor Sokaras. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think Shevchenko would look good in playing for Dynamo Kiev. Don't forget, he began his career playing with Dynamo Kiev. He had 23 goals every single year with that club. Then he moved to AC Milan and became the star that we all know, playing for his national team, Ukraine, in the World Cups and Euro 2000s. He's been a star on the international stage. I really think that the injuries have caught up to Andre, but, going back to a team you began your career with is never a bad thing. Sometimes it's the best thing. Sometimes in life you have to go back to the beginning to become the best. And I feel with Andre, he just needs to find his confidence, and he'll start putting the ball in the back of the net. There's some other news here. According to SkySports.com, understands that Australian international defender Lucas Neal is in talks with West Ham about returning to the club. So there's not really much news here. Benzema has officially signed with Real Madrid. The transfer is complete. 30 million euros going to Lyon for Karim Benzema to Real Madrid. So they add another signing to Kaká, Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, this team is just getting stacked, and there's talk that Frank Ribery will be heading to Lyon. No, not Lyon, but Real Madrid. So by the end of the transfer window in August, I can see Frank Ribery making the move to Real Madrid. So you can say they'll be the Galacticos, and they want one more signing. So we'll see what happens. Okay, here's some other news. It sounds like the Italian press is reporting that AC Milan have made a 14 million euro bid for Sevilla's Brazilian international striker Luis Fabiano after missing out on Edin Dzeko. Wants to remain with his club. Okay, so Edin Dzeko doesn't want to leave Wolfsburg, so it looks like they've signed the star from the FIFA Confederations Cup. The big reason Brazil won the FIFA Confederation Cup against the USA, they came back, tied it at, was it 3? Or was it 2? Yeah, they tied it at 2, and then they won 3-2. So, I mean, USA played amazing in that game. But Brazil are showing the class, the determination, and the beautiful game at its best. So Luis Fabiano, I think you're going to make a difference for AC Milan, my favorite team, and hopefully you score some goals. I think that's what they're looking for, playing with Andrea Pirlo, Alexander Pato, and there's even rumors of him maybe making the move to Chelsea. It's still a possibility. Anything's possible in the game of football. Money does talk. And it looks like PSV Eindhoven are set to discuss a potential signing of Jan Vingegaard of Hesselink after the former Holland striker was released by Celtic this week. So Celtic has released Jan, so I think Jan would be a good fit for PSV Eindhoven. They're looking to win the Dutch Eredivisie this season and maybe do good in the Champions League. So we'll see what happens. There's really not much more news, folks, that I'm hearing. Oh, there's Sol Campbell rumors. He wants to go to Newcastle United. We'll just have to see what happens there. With Xabi Alonso, there's still talk he might be joining Real Madrid, and I have a feeling he will. I think Xabi Alonso is going to go to Real Madrid, Frank Ribery, and Cesc Fabregas, and that would be it. No more signings after that. And you think they kind of do need some defense too, and that's what happens. That's what happens. You know, in the game of football, you never know. And, you know, this offseason has been pretty educational. There's been lots of movement across the leagues. But I got to admit, man, I watched the FIFA Confederations Cup, folks, and I enjoyed every minute of it. It was pretty good. Some games were a day here, a day there. I watched a lot of games on tape delay, and it was pretty good. USA played good. Brazil played good. Italy did not play good in this tournament. They played very bad. It's too bad. That's what happens. They're the world champions. It's going to happen to them. Even Spain, getting knocked out. I mean, getting beat by the USA. They were shocked. They were the number one team in the world, not anymore. Brazil has knocked them off their throne. But I still think Spain is still one of the best teams in the world. Don't forget, they won Euro 2008, and they showed what type of class that they are. With Fernando Torres and David Villa, and Iker Casillas in that, and Carlos Puyol and they show the class of a great, great, great team for the future. And as far as I'm concerned, I got nothing more to say. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is Mark Spencer for Soccer Review 09 edition off season. See ya next time, folks. The season's just around the corner. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.